This is Professor Pushpa Patil from Department of Computer Science and Engineering, BADS, DCR Kati College of Engineering and Technology, Bijapur. Today I am going to present inheritance in Java. Why you need inheritance? The inheritance is very useful for us because we can reuse the code which is already created by other users or created by ourselves. So that's what we can go for the inheritance. So the main advantage of inheritance is reusability because existing class can be reused. So inheritance definition we can say. So in general, if you talk inheritance, parents' characteristics will come into their children, only few characters, and few characters of their children are having their own characters. So that is what the inheritance. So here in programming language, this is an important pillar of the object-oriented programming. It is a mechanism in Java by which one class is allowed to inherit the features of another class. That is, features in this sense is the members of the class. Those are called instance variables and methods. Important terminology we need to know in this one is superclass and subclass in the inheritance hierarchy. Sometimes we will call a superclass is also called a parent class or a base class. The superclass is the one whose features are inherited is known as a superclass, or you can call it as a base class or a parent class. The subclass is that which inherits the other class is known as subclass, or you can call it as a derived class or extended class or a chained class. The subclass can add its own fields or methods in addition to the features that are inherited from the superclass. The basics of inheritance are how to write inheritance classes in the Java. We'll use keyword called extends to inherit one class from another class. That is a keyword. The following program you can see there is a class called A and the one more class called B. So to inherit class, see these are the features inheritance using Java. Here you can observe the terms used in inheritance hierarchy. So base class you can call it superclass, parent class. So these are all same meaning but different terms we are using in the inheritance. Similarly, for the derived class you can call it derived class or a subclass or a chief class. So these are different terms used for the derived class. So you can see here one example, inheritance hierarchy. The class A is the superclass or a base class. B is a derived class. It is derived from the class A. Similarly, class C is a derived class. It is derived from a class B. How it can be written in Java is, we'll use keyword class A and begin and the members of this class. Then class B is derived from A, that can be written class B extends A. So we add the methods and the fields to this class. And the next class, C class, is derived from class B. So class C extends B. You can add new features of class C in this one in addition to the features of A and features of B. Coming to this one, so there are different types of inheritances in Java. So one class is derived from another class. For example, B derived from A, it is called a single level inheritance. The multiple inheritance means the class derives from more than one base class. So this concept is not supported in Java. And the next type of inheritance is hierarchical inheritance. Here there are pre-derived classes from base class A. So all these classes are derived from the class A. It is called hierarchical inheritance. And how it can be done? We need to define a class A independently, then define class B that extends from A, define class C that extends from once again A, define class D that extends from A. Similarly, there is a one more inheritance, hybrid inheritance. This is not supported in a Java. So we have a multi-level inheritance. It is supported by Java. Multi-level inheritance in the sense, so in the inheritance hierarchy, there are more than two classes. That is class A, class B, class C. So class C is derived from B, B is derived from A. So this is called a multi-level inheritance. So we see one example here, simple example. This is what class A. There are two instance variables and one method inside this, that is show ij. It displays I and j values of class A. So this is the one class, and we are extending class B from A, or you can call class B is derived from A. So you can observe in this class there is a one instance variable and one more method, show k. So these two are additional methods or a features of class B in addition to features of class A in the class B. So B extends A. So in class B you can have totally three instance variables, that is ij, k, and one more is two methods. One is show ij and show k. Because class B extends A, in the class B there are two methods and three instance variable. So two instance variables are inherited from A, one method is inherited from the A to this class, and one more you have a sum class to display the sum of all these three instance variables. So this is what inheritance, we will call it as a superclass, and this is called a subclass. So to exercise this class hierarchy, we are going to write a one main method in different class called simple inheritance. So this is the main method. We are defining super object of class A and sub object of class B. Super object I, j instance variables are initialized 10, 20, and they are displayed using super object dot show ij, and it is using println. And coming to the subclass objects, sub obc dot ob dot I equal to 7, j equal to k equal to. Using subclass object, we are initializing all the instances variables in the inheritance hierarchy, and then we are calling show ij, show k. So it will display I and j value, k value. Then it is to display new line character. Then we want to make sum of all these instance variable by calling sub ob dot sum. So the output of this program, we can see here, I and j is displayed, contents of super object. Contents of sub objects are I, j, 7, 8, k, and sum is equal to 24. That is 7 plus 8 plus 9. So this is what you can observe. Using sub object, we are initializing the instance variables of class A, that is superclass, and will also you are accessing these values inside the derived class, because so all the members of the base class are public. Public members can be accessed anywhere in the program. So this is what simple program. So next, before coming to this one,